Russia's artillery advantage is gone. Russia's entire artillery has been wiped off the map as Ukraine destroys it, all using drones and other intelligent tactics. For Putin, that means an end to the tactic he's relied on for over 3 years. His artillery is gone, and it's never coming back. Ukraine's commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Oleksandr Syrskyi, reveals the details in a May 12th Facebook post. Since the beginning of the year, the enemy has lost more than 6,000 artillery systems, 6,186. In just a year and 4.5 months, the Ukrainian Defense Forces have hit more than 19,000 artillery systems of the occupiers, 19,236, Syrskyi declared. That's huge. And that's not all. Syrskyi only covers Russia's artillery losses from 2024 onward. If we expand our scope to the entire duration of the Ukraine war, those losses are much higher. According to Ukraine's Ministry of Finance, Ukraine has destroyed 29,617 artillery systems as of June 26th, with 48 of those systems being destroyed on June 26th alone. Some quick math tells us that the Ukraine war has been grinding along for 3 years and 122 days. That's about 1,217 days in total, which allows us to see that Russia has been losing its artillery at a rate of 24 units per day since Putin launched his invasion in February 2022. As we can see from the Ministry of Finance's figures, the more recent loss rate is far higher than the average, suggesting that Ukraine initially struggled to tackle Russia's artillery advantage during the early months of the war. It's not struggling anymore. Ukraine is thriving against Russia's artillery. And it's not just Russia's ancient Soviet-era systems, which Putin has been refurbishing in a desperate attempt to maintain his numbers advantage on the Ukraine battlefield. Ukraine has also been hitting Russia's most modern artillery units hard, showing us that none of Putin's big guns are safe from his enemy. Take the May 11th destruction of a Russian Tu-43 Malva as an example. One of the most modern howitzers in Russia's arsenal. The Malva has a powerful 152mm cannon and an 8x8 wheeled chassis that allows Russia to transport it to wherever it needs to go. Army recognition points out that this massive gun was built during the Ukraine war, with the first batch being officially delivered to the Russian military in October 2023. The Malva hits hard. It's capable of firing multiple types of munitions, including high-explosive rounds, precision-guided rockets, jamming rounds, and cluster munitions. That makes it versatile, as well as modern. It can carry 30 of whatever rounds Russia chooses, and is also equipped with 10 smoke grenades its operators can use to obscure its presence if Ukraine manages to get the gun in its sights. Thermal imaging is also built into the Malva, and its vehicle can shift at its speeds up to 49 miles per hour for 621 miles. When it comes to Russian artillery, the Malva is among Russia's best, and Ukraine was still able to take it out. On May 10th, drone operators from Ukraine's 413th Separate Battalion of Unmanned Systems managed to track a Malva down to a wooded area somewhere on its territory. A horde of first-person view, or FPV, drones were launched. Video footage shared on the Ukrainian military YouTube channel showcases what happened next. The footage starts with a shot of the Malva hiding out in woodland. The footage, which appears to have been captured by a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone, shows the weapon has been loosely camouflaged. The video then switches to the perspective of an FPV drone as it draws closer to the Malva's rear. In seconds, the drone hits its target and its screen goes blank. The perspective switches back to the reconnaissance drone, and we see the full effect of the FPV drone's attack, a massive explosion. A Malva taken out of the field. Here's why this specific strike on a piece of Russian artillery matters. It shows us exactly how Ukraine has managed to wipe out nearly 30,000 of Russia's big guns over the course of the last 3 years. When Putin launched his Ukraine invasion, he believed that artillery would give him a battlefield advantage. And he was right. In 2022, after Putin's initial special military operation failed and his invasion devolved into a war of attrition, artillery was the main weapon he used to batter away at Ukraine's defenses. The tactic was simple. Hit the defenses hard and repeatedly with as much artillery as possible to create openings for mechanized units, and human waves to roll in.